everybody, welcome to the club. Thanks for joining us and giving us a go. This first project we're going to get started is a little bit of a crazy one. The story for this one starts, I'm sitting at work, minding my own business, scrolling Facebook, trying to waste the day away, doing you know what. And this thing popped up and I was like, ooh, this is a diamond in the rough. For sure. So I wasn't looking for a project. I was not looking for a new anything. It just came up and I was like, oh, this is an ugly so-and-so. A bit like you know when a mother first sees their baby and everyone else is like, and the mother's like, it's so pretty. Well, this is a bit like me in this van. I was like, it's a pretty face. Everybody else was like, this is worth nothing. Let's give it away for free. And that's what it was up for. It was up for free and I couldn't say no. So I messaged the guy, I'll chuck some more photos and stuff as we're going. I messaged the guy and I was like, let me come check it out this afternoon. Let's make a deal, let's get this thing done. Like, it's free, but you gotta pay them something. So I headed straight around there that afternoon. I made a deal with the guy, 1 case of beer, and I threw in a nice bottle of wine just to say thank you to his partner. His partner was probably like celebrating that this thing has been out of the backyard. It's been sitting for like, I think he said like 6 or 8 years, and it has definitely been sitting, I think, a little bit longer. We'll get into more of that later, but I was pumped. So that weekend, so a couple days later that weekend, I went and got my dad's car, trailer, and his big truck. And I call it a truck. So in Australia we call it a ute, but it's a truck. This thing is massive. It's like a 1500 Dodge Ram, like a 2000s model one. It's a beast. So got it, pushed. Here's a photo of me trying to get it out of the backyard. So there was 3 of us, him and me and Brod. We were trying to get it out of the backyard. So it was in like down a long alleyway and then in like a tiny little side entrance to a backyard. So after much effort we got it out. There was a few bumps and stuff that we had to like put some planks of wood in and whatnot, and we got it out and we got it on the car trailer and back home, and I was so stoked. Got this thing home, Type 3 van, not something I was typically looking for, but super excited. It was something I just had fallen in love with lately, and so we dragged it home. Free van, what's not to love. Round the corner, even better, and Subaru engine already installed.
Are you kidding? What's not to like? Custard, good. Jam, good. Meat, good.
It's like a early 90s Liberty 2.2 litre, but already in the back of the van, all wired up, all running. So now I've filled you in on the story. Let's get you around this thing. We have it out here in the driveway, and we're just gonna go around the whole thing. I'm gonna show you the inside, the outside, the good bits, the bad bits, and where this project's headed. So let's go. And here it is, everybody. A beautiful free bus. So it's pretty gutted, as you can see up the front here. Okay, so up the front we have almost next to nothing. We have the fuse box still, we have the heater matrix and the shifter and brake booster and everything else you can see, but all the wiring and everything else we need, so the dash, headlight wiring, hazards, blinkers, wipers, all that kind of stuff is gone, taken by the other guy, which is fine, but just means we're gonna have to source it. But majority of the van is really nice and dry. It originally, I think, was running on LPG. We're gonna get rid of that because at the moment it's just not cost effective anymore. We also have some door cards, and we have the old dash. So I sat that up there and it looks like it's the right one. We have the computer and everything for the Subaru, and it's not too bad. So like, we come around the front here, as you can see from the other photos, it's got nothing out the front. So we have 1 damaged headlight and no other grills, headlights. We have this not so nice looking blinker, but it's pretty rust free. So we have stuff around the window here, which is not too bad, but all the other seams and stuff which normally go in these vans, and it looks pretty good. It was a panel van, as you can see, but we're thinking, depending on how we do the interior and if it's a camper or whatever we do, we can either leave these sides or we can open them up. We'll find out. We'll work it out later. We're thinking if we buy another bus for all the parts, maybe it's a camper, maybe we can get some bits and pieces for it. If not, we'll build one or something along those lines. But as you can see, broken headlight, but all the radiator, all the running gear is all there. Tires are rubbish there, but in saying that, the brakes work. We have all the pedals here, so when you move the accelerator, it does move at the rear. It is a little bit jammed up, but moving it on and off the trailer, Brod and I found like the brakes work and the handbrake down the bottom works, but it's just been gutted of all the stuff that the guy needed. So it is what it is. I think it's a really good base to start something and to build off it. It doesn't have much rust. I'll take you around the back in a second. So the doors look pretty good. They all came off his Synchro, but as you can see, well, actually this one's not too bad, but the other side, it's just got a few dents and bits and pieces, which he found the doors off this. They're going to be a bit nice of his car, so it is what it is. It looks cool with the four-wheel drive, even though it's clearly not. But everything else is really good. Like, there's no rust in these seams over the top of the wheel arches. There's a bit of flaking paint, but there's no rust, which is one of the big places they go. All down the bottom of the sills all look really nice. It's just the other parts, so like the hatch, which is off his Synchro as well, we have a bit of rust here and stuff up here. This one's starting to get a little bit bad, but it's really not that bad, I don't think. And the inside is just gutted as well, so as you can see from before, it's just nothing in here. I'll show you in here as well. So the big thing I first thought when I saw it was a Subaru engine. It's going to have an adapter plate and all that kind of stuff. So if this goes pear-shaped and we don't end up fixing this, we at least end up with an alright engine that we can put in something else. But it's dirty as anything. And I don't know whose smart idea it was to run the airbox above the exhaust pipe. Just little things, but hopefully with a bit of cleaning, a bit of time, we can get this thing up and running. And there you go, guys, that is the beast. It's got some good bits, it's got some bad bits. We'll do a big dive into it next episode. We're gonna give it a good clean and assess all the pieces. Take the gas tank out, the LPG tank I should say, not the gas tank. We'll probably have to pull the gas tank anyway to try and start this thing. But that's gonna be on the other episodes, and we've got so much coming up. So I do have other projects which will come up in the future as well. We already have started some of them, so they will come along as time permits us to upload it and spend that time putting them all together for you lovely people. So we're hopefully going to get a video up pretty regularly. We will let you know about that more as they come. We're just trying to get a few things sorted, how we're doing things, and just editing stuff and all that mumbo jumbo. You don't need to worry about it. You just click on that button and watch those videos. So that'll come up next episode. We'll go into it more. And I just want to say thank you to everybody watching, joining the club, and please tune in for the next episode, and I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.